Going to your gig or your practice, whatever. Some people call it rehearsals if they're fancy. There's 5 things we think every guitar player should have in their case, and you should too. That sounded so rehearsed.
I did.
That was really good. It's like almost like we've done this before.
It's almost like we haven't just done this, but messed up the audio because Derek wasn't here. That definitely didn't happen.
Why would you tell anyone that? It's so scary.
The 4th wall, it's broken.
Anyway, first things first. In your case, because you don't case your gig bag, can't carry too many things. So you're not carrying like an extra amp or pedal board.
No cartage, you got no rows.
We've gone through things like, slides and stuff. That's not necessary all the time. Whale blubber, that's not always necessary. No. But first things first, you got to have a capo in there. You never know if the capo is going to be needed.
I never hardly use a capo, but I still have them in my cases.
For your acoustic stuff, you do, don't you?
Yeah, I use it on 2 songs in my acoustic set.
Wow, so maybe not everybody needs it.
But I think, you just don't know. You never know. It's still in there. I think you got to have it. I think it's on the list.
Because even if somebody just comes into the gig and is like, hey, can I sit in and play a song?
That's right.
I can only do this on the capo on the 5th fret. And they're like, cool.
That's right.
And you got it covered. Because I've seen that happen even at the wine cellar.
Well, there's a lot of songs that I know that I don't normally sing, and if someone did request them, I would have to use the old capo.
That was number 5.
There you go.
Number 4.
You gotta have strings.
Blink, blink, blink. You gotta have extra strings. And
I'm a string breaker.
I'm not.
You're not, but still.
But I always have an extra set of strings in my guitar case because it always happens. It's Murphy's Law if you don't have it.
Johnny, did you break a string on Thursday?
On the 2nd song.
I found it on the floor.
Yes.
The other day.
Wait, really, at the Rooster you broke a string?
2nd song.
I really wasn't paying attention to your set, so I didn't notice that, I guess. Which guitar was that? Was that the Tele?
My Telecaster.
And that's when the Strat came up.
Yes.
I saw the Strat come. Okay, I did see that. I was like, oh, cool, he's doing this guitar's change. You never
It
noticed
was
that.
not because I'm that fancy. It was because I have heavy, meaty hands.
I saw poor Sean having amidst the nightmare of doing sound for you with a sold out crowd. Yeah, we had a sold out room in there at Derek's new club, the Neon Rooster. Check it out online.
It's true.
The Neon Rooster, serial number, just the Neon Rooster, that's enough of that. It's also the best swingers club in Aberdeen, North Carolina.
Drop your keys in the bowl, done.
I call it the Silver Cock. What? It's what I do. Okay, so number 4 was strings, right?
Number 4 was strings.
Number 3? Where are we on number 3 here? I'm gonna go with a tuner.
Gotta have a tuner.
Gotta have a tuner. It's
just a good idea.
The clip-on tuners, they are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Just get one.
Get one, put it in every one of your cases.
Amazon. Yes.
I've got a pedal tuner. I still have them in all my cases because what if your pedal board dies? You never know. Could go down.
I used to have a pedal board tuner, but I have no idea where that is in my collection of pedals of life. It's funny because I had the bags of just pedals from my vintage times. I still have them somewhere. Like I was pulling out all these green ones, and people are like, "How many tube screamers do you have?" I'm like, I don't know, a lot. It's just
there you go.
It's just what I do. I didn't really realize they'd be worth something one day. Apparently they are. They sound the same as they did then, which I think is pretty okay. But they're great. But it's just funny.
There you go.
Anyway, so have a tune. I would say. So we're at number 2 now.
I think we are.
Number 2, and then we can pretty much wrap it out. I'd say.
Wait a minute, no. That was only number. Yeah, no, we are.
That was at number 2. Don't be dumb. Come on.
Don't be dumb.
Let's go an extra cable.
That's fair.
I think if your cable dies, you're out.
If cable dies, you're out.
And usually there are no cable supplies right there where you are.
True.
Especially if you're at a gig, every store is closed. If you're at someone's house, they might have an extra cable if you're rehearsing, but gig-wise, you're out of luck.
Yeah. So normally I have a pedal board. You don't. So for me, my cables are in my pedal board stuff. Number 2 for me maybe is a rag. I like to have my little polished cloth rag because I get sweaty, my guitar gets whatever. I like to wipe it down. I like to wipe my strings down.
Okay, rag.
Rag, polished cloth.
I'm not a filthy beast though.
But I am.
You are filthy. You are one step away from disgusting.
Being homeless
when you're gigging.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that pretty much does the list then, right? We're done.
Number ones. Got to throw number 1s in there.
Condoms. I think condoms are a must because you never know when a water balloon fight's going to break out, and you just want to have fun with all the girls and guys you meet at the show. It's weird to say that. But
I was going to say picks, but condoms are probably more important.
Oh, okay. Picks. fixed. Never mind.
You could just be like Jared James Nichols, learn to use your fingers. Then you'd have your
You
nice
can't
snug fit
just
condoms.
be like Jared James Nichols. You have to be a demigod to be Jared James.
That's true.
Like his parents were obviously like two like sort of half god and goat people or something, like tall.
Well, I mean, if his parents are both half gods, does that make him
Quarter
full
god? No, he's something god. I always like to tell my kids I'm a demigod just so they're more scared of me and there's a little awe and shake and kabooti to it. But that's not a word, is it?
It could be. Just like
But yeah, so parental advisory after the fact. Sorry we mentioned condoms.
for water balloon fights.
Water balloon fights.
They have lots of uses.
Because especially like the snugger fit water balloon fights. That's true. That gets intense because those really get hit with a punch.
Don't want the magnums. You have to put too much water in those. You
Those
just want
hit
the snug
hard.
fits. Yeah, they're too cumbersome. You got
That's why it's good you have a rag as well, just to clean up the mess
See,
in the
I
water.
told you. Rag.
Anyway, I think that's necessary things from. Let us know what you think too, because like
What do we miss?
we left a lot of stuff out, I'm sure,
We did.
because we're idiots. We're absolute idiots, and we got to try to get through this fairly quickly because this is not groundbreaking news, but it's stuff that might be important that you didn't know you should have.
Probably not.
Probably not. But hopefully you share and we find some stuff that we need to know, like like an extra $5,000 you should carry,
In cash, always.
always.
Or drugs.
There's gonna be drug paraphernalia will be a thing. Obviously, I was gonna make a bowl and my cigarettes and like that'll be. But I don't smoke, so I'm lame.
No cigs for us. Sorry.
Maybe you look at bubble gum. No, not. Anyway, we're done. Take us home, Johnny.
There you go. Let us know what you carry in your case/gig bag. Hit like and subscribe if you have not already. Click that bell for ridiculous conversations like this in the future. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Whale blower. That's what we need.